Now, I know I don't sound like it, but I am an Aussie. I'm just one of those crazy people that pick up accents really quickly. And I was looking around on BuzzFeed and the internet and all that sort of stuff, and I came across a article that pretty much said 21 questions Americans want to ask Australians. And I was looking at some of these questions, and it was just pretty much insane, some of these questions, so I just had to answer them. Now, I don't know if other people have answered these questions already, but if not, I'm answering them for you now. Now, the first question is, why is your money so colourful? It's currency, not a fashion statement. Well, in places like America, where everything's all the same colour, and you've got a big pile of cash on you, you've got to look through every single bloody note to find the one you want. In Australia, let's say you're looking for a $10 note. It's blue. It's easy to see. If you're looking for a $20, it's red. It's easy to see. It's easy to find. You don't waste a lot of time looking for the money you want. Alright. Second question is also, why is it made out of plastic? I don't know about you, but sometimes I don't have time to stick my money in my wallet, so I'll put it in my pocket. A lot of the time I figured it's there. So, ends up going through the wash. I can take my wallet swimming with me, so I don't have to leave it on the beach or leave it in the car. Just put it in the pocket, zip the pocket up. I can take it swimming and I don't lose my money. It's made of plastic, so it is waterproof. I can take it wherever the hell I want. Third question. Do you really put kangaroos on your currency? Well, on the coins. Yes, we put kangaroos on our coins. It is a bird, not a bird. It is an animal that is native to Australia. Australia is the only country that has kangaroos natively. So yes, just like New Zealand's put the kiwi on their currency, we put the kangaroo on our currency. Next question is, wait, you eat them? So why do you put your food on your currency? Well, kangaroos are so big that they don't really have a lot of natural predators in Australia. And back when you go before all this industrialized food and farming and all that sort of stuff, the indigenous Aboriginal population ate kangaroos. A lot of meat on them. Not so difficult to catch if you know what you're doing. You could feed a lot of people. We still eat them today because without any sort of natural predators, like any population, their population will explode and they'll take over the country. So we hunt them and eat them to help keep their population under control. Not to mention, it's really good meat. Very strong taste to it. So yes, we eat kangaroo. Not everyone, but quite a few people eat kangaroo. Question 5. Is anything available in your country? Yes, there are things available in our country. A lot of people, for some reason, like for videos and stuff, for some reason they don't think of Australia to be allowed to share, so we end up not having these videos. It's all to do with regioning in the, I don't know, just some things aren't available in certain regions, and Australia is very isolated, we're out of the way. So, yeah, there are some things that we don't get here. Question 6. Do you guys ever wear shirts? And it's got a picture of people going to vote and they're not wearing shirts. Some guys aren't wearing shirts and other chicks wearing a bikini top. Now, Australia is a very hot country. And shirts, they help keep people insulated. So if you're going in 40 degrees weather and you don't want to be wearing a shirt, one of the ways our body helps us cool down is to sweat, and then wind or the air cools the sweat, uses the sweat to cool our bodies. You can't really do that with a shirt on, can you? So it's cooler. Not to mention, in a lot of countries, tans are nice. We got a very strong sun here. Some people just don't like tan lines. I don't know, I've got really bad tan lines myself. I gotta wear shirts for work. But no, shirts are optional. It gets really hot here. The only time it's cold is in winter. Apart from that, it's hot. So if you don't want to wear a shirt and you want to go around shirtless or in a bikini top, have at it. And if you're comfortable enough with your body to do that, have at it. I've got no problems, just as long as you don't mind me checking you out every now and again. How much bagged wine do you people drink? Now, it's got 3 pictures. A lot of these kids are young. Now, bagged wine is cheap as piss. For people that don't understand that slang, it is as cheap as all hell. Lots of young people don't have money to spend on booze. So they go the cheaper option, which is bagged wine. Not to mention, a lot of your cooking wines come in bags as well, so that's why it appears that we drink a lot of bagged wine when we don't. Have you ever made it through a sentence without swearing? I've just made it through several sentences without swearing. Now, it's a cultural thing. In some countries, swearing is not allowed. It's very rude. In other countries, you're very laid back. I can call someone an effing moron and it's not actually an insult, depending on who I'm actually talking to and what tone I say it. It's just Aussie culture. Yes, we can make it through sentences without swearing. Yes, we do swear a lot. Cultural thing. What's with the Celsius? Who do you think you are, England? Now I'm going to turn the phone around and I'm going to show you something. Now this is a world map and it depicts who uses Fahrenheit and who uses Celsius. Do you really think Australians are the odd ones out? I mean, come on. On that map, pretty much everywhere uses Celsius except America. So you guys should be asking, are we really the odd ones out? What's with Fahrenheit system? Also, in sort of thinking we're England, I'll show you another thing. That's the Aussie flag. You see the Union Jack? That means we are a England colony. Of course, we're going to have some things that are English about us, like the Queen, for example. So, no, we're not England, but we are one of their colonies. We are a part of their Commonwealth. So, yes, we use the Celsius system just like they do, although we don't use pounds. Question 10. Why do you call your pharmacies chemists and why don't they sell beer? First half of that question is prescription drugs. They're made from chemicals. And a person who works with chemicals is generally called a chemist. So, and not to mention, the person that picks all the prescription drugs and all that sort of stuff, they're called a chemist too. So it's easier just to say going to the chemist. Aussies, we like to shorten things. Chemist makes it easy. And why don't you sell beer in them? A lot of prescription drugs you'll see will say, do not mix with alcohol. Why would we sell beer at a chemist if a lot of them say, do not mix with alcohol? Logic. How are you this bad at baseball? And why do you call it cricket? Two different bloody sports, mate. Baseball, you have 4 bags and a pitcher's plate. Cricket, you have a cricket pitch, 2 wickets at one end, and 2 batters. And when you hit the ball, you run between each wicket. 2 different sports. Not to mention, each country has a sport they like best. For America, it's baseball. For Australia, it's cricket. For Spain, it's football or soccer or whatever. Different countries like different sports. But that picture, that's not baseball, that's cricket. Why do you call ketchup tomato sauce? Well, for one, why do you call olive oil olive? Because it's oil made from olives. Why do you call mustard sauce mustard sauce? Because it is made from mustard seeds. Why do you call tomato sauce tomato sauce? Because it is made from tomatoes. Here's a better question. Why do you call it ketchup? What the hell is ketchup? Question 13. Why do you call Burger King Hungry Jacks? And why is it breakfast brekkie? First half of that, it's a little thing called copyright. We couldn't call it Burger King, so we had to call it something else. So, there's Hungry Jacks. And why do you call breakfast brekkie? As I said earlier, Australia, we like to shorten things. Brekkie, breakfast. Most ways you'll come up with Aussie slang is we'll put a O or an E on the end of things. Arvo, smoko, brekkie. Makes sense. Why are your large pizzas the size of our personal pizzas? Well, for one thing, do you know how many calories are in a large size pizza for America? And do you know the average recommended daily calorie intake? Not to mention how much is an actual proper portion size. Look it up on the internet. Proper nutritional portion sizes. And then look at your big bloody pizzas. If one pizza of a Australian large pizza isn't big enough, just order another pizza. It's not that hard. Most of these places you can get discount offers if you're really strapped for cash. Why are your pies filled with meat instead of fruit? Because most Aussies like meat. And meat pies, they're bloody brilliant. Chuck a bit of sauce on them. Put some cheese in others. Fruit, nah, Apple pie's alright, but hey, it's a cultural thing. You like fruit pies, we like meat pies. You don't like meat pies? Go buy something else. Now there's this picture of a nutritional picture, and it's for apple pies, and it says, you know we don't make it that way, right? And it says under ingredients B's. I don't make apple pies, so I have no idea on that one, so I can't answer that one for you. You may have to type it out on the internet and find out the answer somewhere else, because I personally don't know. How is high your second lowest fire danger rating? You look at Australia, and it is a hot, desert, very arid country. So fires happen a lot more easier here. And it's got second highest extreme. There's a reason why we have bushfire seasons. It's because we are expecting lots of fires to happen. Just like tornado season over wherever in Tornado Alley or wherever it is. It's because of the country's conditions. Now there's a picture of a little sign that says, did you know there are over 2,000 species of spider in Australia? And it says, why do you are so proud of something? Get the hell out of there, pretty much. Well, I'm proud of it because it says, I grew up in a place where everything's trying to kill me, but I'm still here. I'm obviously not a douchebag. I've obviously got some sort of intelligence to me that I can survive in a place that's where everything is trying to kill me. I don't know, I'm proud of that. Wouldn't you be? Okay, and now there's a picture. Actually, I'll just show you this one. This one's actually quite, I don't know how to explain it. First of all, honey, that's not a pigeon. That's a water bird. I'm not sure exactly what species, but it's a water bird. Note the long legs and the long beak. It's not a pigeon. We do have pigeons, but that's not a pigeon, sweetie. Now, there's a picture of it's got a picture that says, keeping rabbits is a penalty. And it's got a little picture of a rabbit with a circle and a cross through it. And the question is, how is one of the creatures that can't kill you outlawed? Well, first of all, rabbits aren't native to the Australian ecosystem. They don't belong here. They were brought over here some time ago. And they're actually damaging our local wildlife ecosystems. So we don't want to encourage people to keep them. Hence why they're outlawed. Makes sense, doesn't it? Last question. And seriously, what's the deal with Vegemite? Well, for one, you guys don't make it properly. What you do is you get toast, you put it in the toaster. Once it's popped, you very quickly put butter, margarine, whatever you want to put on it, but make sure it's nice and melted, and then you put a tiny amount of Vegemite. Vegemite has a very strong taste to it. It is not peanut butter, it is not Nutella, it is not any of those types of things. Tiny amounts. There is such a thing as too much of a good thing. If you need a video example on how to make Vegemite toast, go on the internet, go on YouTube, look up Hugh Jackman shows how to make Vegemite properly. there'll be a little video that pops up, and there'll be a video of Hugh Jackman demonstrating on how to make Vegemite toast. If you still can't make it properly, but if you do make it like that, and you still don't like it, that's fine. Vegemite's not for everyone. But if you go and smother it on, like Nutella, and say, oh, it's disgusting, that's your problem, and I don't want to know ya. Alright, thanks for watching.